entire Final Fantasy library.
Well, that's a way to start. I mean, it's a late start, but it's a start. So, what is this? The sixth night we've been at this?
Give or take.
We're not going to stop until we beat this game. You know that, right?
And just for the record, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not currently actively playing a secondary game, but it's definitely not Skyrim. It's actually Batman Arkham Knight. I've actually already pretty much beat the game.
I am enforcing a no spoilers on that one, just FYI.
It is no spoilers. I've pretty much beaten the entire game. I've beaten all the main villains. The only one left is, of course, the Riddler, and let's face it, no one likes doing his shit.
Right, so, anyway, where we last left off, we're in Mount Nibel. This place is
Mount Hell. Mount Hell.
normally called that, yes. I'll be perfectly honest, I'm legitimately amazed I made it to the Rune Blade without getting into combat.
Yeah, let's face it.
But yes, the Rune Blade. I think those stats speak for itself. The only catch is I'm losing my material links. Which is unfortunate because of this stuff. So,
but considering that everything's double growth, just leave the all materia there and watch as it grows.
no, I'm thinking what I'm going to do, actually, is swap the summons up to there. And just...
That actually makes a lot of sense.
And... do something that extra slot.
How about cover?
Actually, that's not a bad idea. I'd rather get long range master. Wait, cover has multiple levels. That's the obvious solution. Good call. I mean, he is the main fighter here of this group. Oh, hey, Strife.
No.
Sorry, it's a late start, but it totally took Alec that long to be ready to stream.
I almost didn't do it, and then I realized it was earlier than I thought it was.
I'm going alright.
I don't have the Twitch feed up, so I can't follow the chat right now. But
Give me a second to finish off this combat, and I'll link it to you.
yeah, like I said, pretty sure, like I said, there is a safe point up ahead.
There should be.
Hold on a second.
There's the chat window for you.
Okay, I'll grab it in a second.
Oh, Vincent got his limit break. This is probably a good time to show it off.
Yeah, let's waste it before we get to Giant Asshole.
I'm kicking him when we get to Giant Asshole. But Vincent's gimmick. He kind of turns into a berserk monster. Yeah, totally Mount Nibel hype. But everyone...
To be fair, when he transforms, he really gets one hell of a power boost. Let's be perfectly fair on that one.
Yeah, Vincent, when he transforms, basically has... Are you listening to the actual stream itself over there? Because I think I hear an echo.
No, I'm just in Skype. It's probably just the way I'm leaning.
Maybe. Anyway, so when Vincent transforms, he gets 2 attacks that he'll use at random. Set attacks are usually pretty good. The problem is his level 1. One of the attacks in his level 1 limit is...
Yeah, I'll be right back. I need to do something.
Okay. Is fire-based. The problem there is, of course, the boss here absorbs fire. Holy crap, when did Tifa die? But the boss absorbs fire here. You can probably see where that is a problem. And doubly so because this boss coming up is a pain in the ass, and I have to get an enemy skill out of him. One that I actually kind of want. Let's go ahead and patch Tifa up, because I'm not sure what happened to her, but something happened to her. Now, I know I brought it up in the flashback video, but seriously, how does this bridge exist right now? Okay, so Mountain Bell's overall gimmick exists basically in this screen. And yeah, I will admit, Shrine is a pretty beast way of being awesome. But at any rate, the gimmick behind this entire level is those pipes all lead to various places. The first thing you should do, if you're going to explore, is lower this ladder. In fact, the exit of the dungeon's right over there. You see that save point? That save point is pretty much where we need to go. But there's some pretty cool treasure lying around Mountain Bell, including another elemental materia in case you didn't get it from the mirror in Midgar. Even if you did, hey, that's a second elemental. Let's see. Thanks, game. Alright, on it. Oh god, dragon! Okay, so dragons, they actually have a steel that I kind of want.
There we go. Now you'll have to reshare screens.
You'll have to give me a second. A dragon's trying to murder me.
Is it the dragon, the one that so far is basically eviscerated?
Pretty much. And the hard part about these guys is that they actually have a legitimately amazing steel for this stage of the game. Luckily, Tifa got it on her second shot. It's a gold armlet.
And see, this battle right here pretty much depicts why it is Sephiroth is, out of all the Final Fantasy villains,
Oh, by the way,
broken.
I know you can't see it, but we're about to get our first Clem Hazard.
But, yeah. As I mentioned before, when Sephiroth at level 50 is basically one-shotting, or two-shotting this thing, and you're almost halfway to level 50, and you basically struggle to kill these damn things.
Well, luckily, you know, I've got Mayguard, I've got White Wind, I've got all that craziness, and I was hoping Laser would work, but oh well.
But, yeah, basically, Sephiroth, let's face it and be fair. Sephiroth soloed this entire area when he was here. He soloed it. Cloud was there for moral support.
Yeah, for all intents and purposes, it was Cloud. Let's leave it at that for just the time being.
For those who haven't actually played this game.
Even though...
Blasphemers, each and every one of you.
Okay, Alec. Okay. Okay, I have Remu going, so give me a second, I can get the share back up for you.
And just kick this thing's butt. Don't worry about that.
Well, like I said, I've got Remu actively going, and the only person who has a command at the moment is Vincent, who has a limit break that I don't really want to use right this second. Because last time I checked, these things absorb fire too. Dragon's dead. Because Tifa.
There we go.
Okay, so, dragons.
Instant a go-go, baby.
They are painful, but they have a steel that makes them totally worth it. Namely, a gold armlet, which is a straight upgrade on the silver.
I mean, let's face it. So gold's better than silver.
Pretty much. Okay, so
Where was the save point for this?
Right next to Materia Keeper. But you can get all Materia by going down the second pipe. If memory serves, the first pipe drops you right in front of Materia Keeper, which we're going to walk past him, but we're not going to fight him yet. No, we're going to go ahead and explore the mountain first, because, among other things, elemental Materia.
One good thing about Final Fantasy's tent system is, for the most part, it's just use it and go. You don't have to sit there. Oh, I think if you're actually on the world map, it does that, but I can't remember. It's been a while since I've actually played.
Pretty much. Anyway, so right down there, if I'm remembering this area correctly, right down there is where Team Cloud and Sephi fell off the bridge.
You mean Team Sephi with the load that is Cloud? And for anyone who's thinking that I'm just being insulting and calling Cloud like a load of shit, it's like, no, it's actually a TV trope titled The Load.
It essentially means the complete and utter weakling, which level 1
Basically,
Cloud kind of was.
Basically, the trope has a counterpart in The Carry, which, let's face it, that was Sephiroth. Basically, you carry the team. And sometimes, other people just straight up weigh you down. Now, some of them have a redeeming thing in that they have like this one skill that makes a certain point of the game a whole lot easier, but for the rest of the entirety of existence of that game, they have absolutely no point and purpose. I think the ultimate example of the load, and I'm pretty sure that the person who, let's face it, if you look up load, you'd see this person's picture next to the definition. Leon, it's like, Ashley, Leon helped Graham.
Hey, she's alright once you get the invincibility armor for her.
Considering that you have to beat the game once with her in normal mode.
I was going to say, that is a New Game Plus bonus as a counterpoint to that statement.
Which, yeah. What's through that door? I can't remember. Don't you have to climb up the vine?
The vine?
That one right there?
No, that's just a foreground block. And I legitimately don't remember what's in that chest, so honestly, I'm not going to worry about it right this second. Because what I really want is right here. That being the second elemental materia.
Continue on to reactor!
Actually, now that I think about it, since I have the Link Materia slot back, I think, considering we know what this guy has, I'm gonna throw lightning there, and
Toss Ifrit, just that way you don't accidentally select it during the fight.
yeah, good call. But I'm trying to think if I want to swap commands around, because we're looking at a double growth weapon, but we're also looking at an E skill. I mean, what I'm going for here is elemental lightning and
which, let's face it,
armor.
E-skill doesn't matter what kind of growth you have on it. It grows as you fill it up.
Exactly.
The only way to master it is to fill it up. Which, to be fair, if you screw that up, that's basically impossible to do.
Well, let me ask you this, Alec. Cloud and Tifa are gonna stay. I'm banning Vincent from the boss. Who's gonna be number 3 for the boss? Okay, because I'll work around them.
We don't necessarily need Aerith because we don't need anything silenced, and you have a lot of heals in the form of E-skill materia. So,
Okay, because I'm legitimately thinking I'll go ahead and give Cloud Sense, and then give whoever number 3 will be E-skill.
I say... I'm half tempted to say, Aerith, but I also want to say Yuffie. I call this Team Zack, because it's basically everyone who interacted with him in some way.
So, what's the final answer? You know what? You know what? No, I'm gonna. If you're gonna flip a coin, I'm gonna pull out someone who has not really been in a boss fight yet. But we'll give him the rest of his materia once we get to the point where I'm saying Vincent's gone.
Yeah, so for the time being, I think everybody's...
Well, aside from the fact that I'm going to go ahead and swap, I guess, the transform up to Reeve so that Vincent has the E-skill instead. Because just because I'm kicking him from the boss doesn't mean I want to give up my E-skill altogether just yet. Anybody who has played this game will probably agree with me that E-skill is the most amazing thing.
I mean, it's obviously awesomely amazing that you actually freaking leveled it up, but let's face it, the only things that, like, you know, truly trump it are the 3 really stupidly hard to get master material.
Well,
I mean, there is an easy, cheap way, but it's annoying to pull it off. Admit it, it's kind of frustrating.
yeah, you could say that. Hey, that cover material leveled up.
Told you.
I never doubted it.
I'm just saying. So, on to reactor, because we have to mindfuck. I can't remember if there's an actual mindfuck.
There's not, it's just kind of here.
Well, Vincent's got a better gun now.
Yeah. And it gives him a...
Jesus H!
Yeah, I'm losing the double materia growth on him, but that's fine.
How about time all? So that way when you cast haste or slow or whatever, it actually affects everything. This means we don't really need to worry about too much about fire in this upcoming area, because half of everything in this entire mountain range eats it.
Yeah, I guess.
So at least turn him into the freaking time mage.
Well, also keep in mind the way I've also got him set up, he has a chance of just giving everything in one hit.
True.
Because, you know, added effect destruct does that. Oh, nobody in this party has manipulate. That's okay, because I don't think anybody who would have a limit break or any skill can be manipulated here. Although I would appreciate if they stopped beating up on poor Tifa.
It's okay, it's her turn to beat back. I love how he straight up has a sniper rifle. I mean, I know that's what his gun is, but still.
Yeah.
And that is the only catch to Tifa's limit breaks. It's the literally only catch to them. If there are multiple enemies in the field, she will jump from one to the next, depending on, you know, the reasons. So, to get the most out of Tifa's limit breaks, you really need to narrow the playing field down to one opponent, and then unleash.
Water kick!
She now has the third limit. Congratulations. She's killed enough people.
She has not killed enough people. She will not have killed enough people until I see the words meteor strike. But we are getting somewhere.
Wouldn't you think that that would automatically be set considering limit chain?
Spam bots. Go away, spam bot. So, yeah. So, hey, Cloud's sad. That's okay for now.
Yeah, it's not like we need his limit breaks. I think, is he on use Blade Beam? Oh, no, he has Clean Master, so he's on kill people.
Well, Clip Hazard and Blade Beam are the same tier, to be fair.
That's what I'm saying. You know, he's on kill people to get the next tier.
Guess I'll go ahead and start letting Vincent butcher people.
Because let's face it, we don't need to use his limit breaks because, well, let's face it.
He only has one per level.
And not to mention the fact that using it in a battle means you only get to use it.
Oh my god, 2 spam bots.
Jesus Christ.
And what were you saying before spam bots?
Oh, I was basically saying that since the fact that his limit breaks basically are only usable once per fight.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, so here's the reactor. There's nothing in here, but I'll show it off anyway.
Just one of those, you know, welcome to memory lane type thing.
Basically.
Sativa, here's where you pretty much had your face slashed off. Yeah, thanks for reminding me, Cloud. Hey, Cloud, here's the part where you got stabbed through the heart and suffer us to blame. And then you walked it the fuck off. Seriously, what are you made of, Cloud?
Yeah, you can't get into the Genova chamber, though.
Because, you know, the place is torn to shit anyway.
Hang on.
I'm legitimately surprised that this place is in good condition as it is, considering who the hell's going to get here with all those monsters on the path? I mean, I guess I can understand Nibelheim itself being in good condition, but this place? This place should have collapsed in on itself a long time ago.
Well, considering, you know, it is still a totally functional reactor aside from Sephiroth.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically a steampunk reactor. Think about it.
I can see that.
I'm just wondering how it is you get down there by walking along pipes. I mean, that has got to be... OSHA standards would, like, wreck this place.
Keep in mind, Shinra is OSHA.
Which basically means anything Shinra does is... you can look inside them in the flashback, but I don't think you can look at, you know, intermittent time tells. That moment where you basically cast beta because fuck this shit.
I don't think you can look in the capsules, Strife. I mean, I'm still close enough. I might as well go take a quick look, but I'm pretty sure that's a flashback only deal. I mean, there's no encounters in here, so it'll be a quick in and out.
Outside.
Let's see.
I don't think so. I mean, nothing's labeled with, you know, the interactability things.
Yeah.
Let's face it, Cloud already knows what's inside them. Why would he look inside a second time?
Well, yeah, I just checked, Strife. It was only flashback.
Yeah, let's face it, Cloud already knows what he's going to find. And Barrick's just like, oh no, I ain't looking at any more of these damn capsule bullshit. Last time I did, I saw some weird thing that didn't have a fucking head.
Mother schmother.
It's like, mother, it's Genova's friggin' head. Hey, I will not have you refer to Mother that way, you meanie.
Anyway, so that's where this door right here leads, and I could have gone out that way if I really wanted to. The various other slides, they lead to other places scattered around here. I believe the fourth one leads to another item.
Oh, apologies. Your mom's cool. What the hell am I saying?
Admittedly, that is a funny scene, but then again, any scene in that game that features the Turks is automatically amazing.
Yeah, let's face it, whether it's in-game or in Advent Children, anything that involves those guys is either just completely hilarious or completely badass as all shit.
Sometimes both.
Badass is like hilarious.
Hey, I got the gold armlet. You know what? Screw this fight.
You got what you
I got the gold armlet, so let's try a bail.
Right before you got White Wind off. Which is interesting. It's the only heal spell you can't use outside of battle.
Well, even then, that White Wind wouldn't have been as effective as it could have been, because what White Wind heals is its caster's current HP. Tifa was the caster.
Oh, so basically it only would have healed, like, what, 639?
Yeah. But I still got the gold armlet, so I will take it. Yeah, right here. Speaking of upgrades...
Our soul.
It's Tifa's double growth weapon, which has another materia slot. I lose the link, but that's okay. Tifa wasn't using the link. So, yay, more stuff for Tifa. What do you have as far as... Well, the choice is obvious. Let's go ahead and swap Throw up there so that she can start working toward coin.
Yeah, throw money. Pay off the bad guys.
This isn't Riku's version of bribing. Anyway, so...
Let's face it, here's the sad part. Here's the sad part. One of the secret bosses, the ultimate weapon, you can bribe it. I'm not even...
Oh, I know.
It basically breaks the bank doing so, but it is doable.
I'm fully aware. Yeah,
It is
Kate's need to
absolutely
come in
hilarious
for...
because it literally just gets up, turns around, and walks off, not even joking.
This is interesting. That both of the weapon upgrade options I have, quote unquote, are double growth, and one is weaker than the other, though they're both weaker than it's starting, but has an extra materia slot. Considering I'm slowly turning Kate into a caster, the choice is obvious. And armor's up to date for him. So now I have to do the tough part of swap those two, and yeah, Vincent can just have that, because Kate wants this. But thanks. Let's see, because added effect.
What things did he use? Didn't he use a lot of lightning, or does he use fire?
He uses a bit of fire, but he also has Trine. And I need to get blown up by Trine before the fight ends.
Okay, then equip him with added effect lightning, because that basically turns him into a thunder tank.
Not added effect, you're thinking of elemental. Though that said, I do... Well, I can't do that, because I only have one elemental... Or one lightning materia, and Cloud's already got elemental lightning. For precisely the purpose you were talking about.
Okay, then Cloud's doing the exact thing that I wanted to do anyway. Okay. So what? Added effect is the what? Version?
Add effect goes with status effects. Like add effect transform will occasionally shrink or totify people. Add effect destruct gives you death touch.
Yeah, it's one of those random things, but basically if you pull it off, the thing's going to go boom.
I'm only putting knife right there because, quite frankly, it's a double growth. Reeve's not going to use it. Honestly, Reeve's going to be probably mostly support for this fight. And shit, I'm even just leaving the alt there just because.
Trine is to lightning what Beta is to fire.
I fucking love Trine.
No, I do too. And there's very few enemies in the game that have anything that even remotely looks like it might be a weakness, or a resistance to it, rather.
I do have both these skills equipped, right?
I believe Cloud had one.
Yeah, Tifa and Reeve have them.
You took it away from Cloud?
So I had room to give him the elemental lightning.
Oh, okay. Didn't you pick up another E-skill? Oh, you picked up another alt, never mind.
No, shit, I'm trying to remember where E-skill 3 is off the top of my head. I know I haven't hit it yet. Alright, let's go fight a giant scorpion.
A giant thunder scorpion. With Trine. Easily one of the best skills outside of Beta. Which...
Ha! He opened with it! That is amazing! So, I go boom, I get Trine, and everybody gets their limit breaks in the process.
Hey, this is a good chance to show off,
Water kick, yeah. totally what I'm going for, too.
Unfortunately, his dice is still low level, so it doesn't quite break the 4 digits. But of course, got to open white ones that way. Everyone's. I love how Cloud like took almost no damage from you know, the thing because of the elemental lightning. If you do this,
Well, I at least got the hit, so
it's still going to do a ton of damage.
yeah.
Because, you know, 2 years. And didn't quite get the big card off first, but, you know.
That's fine, because, you know... And more importantly, you know, I have this now.
And it actually hurts the damn thing. A lot, actually.
Not a lot, but definitely a worth... Wow, I wish Kate had a 4th digit of what his previous HP was. He had 777. Wow, you're already resorting to Cure 2?
Hey, you know what you need to do?
What?
I would say is that just cast, what is it? Reflect on it, so that way every time he tries to, you know, cast heal.
I don't
himself,
have Reflect.
Wouldn't that be funny if you did, though?
Oh, he's trying me again. Strangely
Oh,
enough,
dear.
I am okay with this.
Because everyone's mostly protected against it. Too bad he's immune to Doom or Death Sentence.
That would be amazing if he wasn't. Oh, by the way, totally random side note, we actually are missing a Fort Condor battle right now. Okay.
But yeah, there's no way we're running all the way back.
No, we actually could have run back to get the one that we're actively missing. It opened after we cleared out the Cave of the Ghee, and it stays open until after we're done with Mount Nibel. So, quite frankly, this one's I just kind of chose to skip it. Because I have enough backup fights now where I can definitely get the... Hey, I'm going boom. I'm totally okay with this. But yeah, I have enough backup fights after we get the Tiny Bronco, which makes going back to Fort Condor so much easier to get the item I want. Damn it, Kate, that was a horrible roll. Actually, I need to reset Big Guard. Triple yes, motherfucker! And she ends it. Tifa Lockhart, I love you. Hey! That... Ifrit leveled up. So did the all materia that Kate was holding. I get Gem Ring, and he drops the counter materia. Which I believe is in truth the counter attack materia. There is an actual counter materia later. That'll be a magic counter. But this is what you would expect it to be. Somebody gets bonked, they bonk back.
Wait, let's face it, with someone like Cloud, that's pretty daggone useful.
So, we're totally about to fight Carson Palmer next. Who should I go ahead and take? Because I'm next to the PHS, and I might as well swap to the next party.
Let's see, who to bring for this one?
Go ahead and go back to it and let you see the menu. There's your options.
Bring Yuffie and Aerith.
Poor Barrett, man. He hasn't seen action since Corel.
Alright, if you want Barrett, then Barrett and Vincent. Let's let no, you know what? Barrett and Reeve. Let's let both of them stretch their legs.
Funny thing, this was actually 9-year-old me's final party, and is actually still a common choice for me in present. Is these three right here.
So we'll let Vincent have fun in whatchamacallit, Wu Tai when it comes up. Sound fair?
Sure. Oh, I have an extra materia slot. There to work. Oh, actually, swap steel there. Go ahead and send heal down. Destruct magic off of her. He can have death blow. And fire all. Add effect destruct. There we go.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you have fun with mooks who mess with the Batmobile. Remotely control it and just turn the thing into a tank and watch as they panic and run off. Batman Arkham Knight, ladies and gentlemen.
And game, you're spiteful. A fight literally right before I get off this infernal mountain. But you know what? I have a shiny new enemy skill. Trine is my friend. That's all that really needs to be said, is Trine is my friend. But moreover, we are now on the other side of Mount Nibel. That actually went a lot more smoothly than I was expecting it to. That's been happening a lot this run, hasn't it? I mean...
It really kind of has.
I mean, Beta relatively painlessly, got Flamethrower easily, got Chocobuckle, Yuffie on the second fight. So, by the way, speaking of Yuffie, if I did not have her yet, the forests right around here are the ones with the absolute highest odds of encountering her. Like, an almost 100% chance if you haven't already done so. But I already have her. I got her in actually the hardest forest to get her in. Which, understandably, is the first... Thanks, game. I really like the pincer attack.
Totally called for, too.
That's okay. I'm not worried. Although, Reeve, I would really appreciate it if you stopped rolling like crap.
Well, that's the problem when you gamble. Whenever you gamble, my friend, eventually you lose.
But I'm not too worried. Actually, if anything, this means I get to hit Carson Palmer with Glim Hazard.
And a new sword, if you think about it.
Oh yeah, I am going to get the Yoshiyuki, aren't I?
Yeah?
Hey! Wait, already? What?
Yeah, you got slots.
That usually doesn't happen until the Gaia Cliffs. Okay, I guess he's been doing a ton of damage, and, I guess I have his last limit break already. He only has 2. He's unique like that. But his second one also has, like, 7 different possible effects spliced into one thing.
To be fair, it has a very, 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 very low... I mean, you have to have such deplorable luck.
It also has one that can kill you in one hit.
That's the one I'm referring to. I mean, you have to have such deplorable luck.
Actually, that one's not rigged. The good version of that is rigged. But the bad one, if you hit that, and you're a moron. You are also dead in that situation. Really, game?
Apparently, yes.
You know what? I'll go ahead and try to show it off. I just gotta keep Cloud alive so that, you know, he doesn't die first. Which is actually kind of easy. Why am I not using Manipulate? Seriously.
I don't know, why aren't you?
Probably because it's still equipped on Aerith and her 7-slot weapon, and I just haven't thought about it. So basically, I'm being an idiot about my materia. Oh well. I mean, it's no big deal, because the real question is, am I going to be able to hit Carson Palmer with anything other than Clint Hazard? By the way, for those wondering why I keep calling him Carson Palmer, I'm a Cincinnati Bengals hometown boy, and, long story short, that guy rage quit on us in probably the most uncool fashion a guy could ever rage quit on a team. So nobody in this town likes him anymore. And, well, the upcoming Mook's name is Palmer, though the joke writes itself, does it not? But enough of that for the moment. We have a rocket. A very rusted-looking rocket. There's no way they could get that thing into the sky. Let's go armor shopping. A gun is a man's weapon, this guy says. Indeed, the only thing he sells here is a shotgun. To be fair, said shotgun is a pretty decent weapon upgrade for Vincent. This is also where gold armlets become available in the shop. I'll go ahead and grab 2 for my active party right now. At this point, once I get everybody set, I should be on at least silver armlets for everybody, if not gold now. Luckily, it's the same materia slot setup, so that doesn't change. Go ahead and catch some Z's, fix myself up from all the crap I just went through. And let's see, first thing first, talk to this guy a couple times. He tells us a bit about the rocket. And allows us to look at it. You might think to yourself, you know, this is just a random thing. But we just got a new sword for Cloud. Said new sword only has 2 materia slots, but is significantly stronger than the Rune Blade, and gets stronger when one or both of his allies are dead.
It's basically, we call it the Gohan Blade.
But it's very situational, so for the time being, just because of the materia slot difference, I am going to stick with the Rune Blade. That said, this is a valid option, a very valid option at that, if you don't mind the fact that you'll be restricted to just 2 unlinked slots. Okay, so... Hey, Alec, remind me real quick. Do I need to go to the captain's house first, or do I need to go to the rocket first? I know I gotta go to both of them. Alright, we'll try the rocket.
No, actually, hang on. I honestly can't remember. I'm pretty sure he's at the Sid, the next party member at himself. Screw it, I just said it. Sid himself is at the rocket, so.
Right, but I'm trying to remember if, you know, I have to talk to Cher or something to trigger him being at the rocket first. But screw it, we're already on the rocket screen, so let's just go check the rocket first. Yeah, we're getting party member number 9 here. He is technically the 6th, but after a... Yeah, I gotta go to his house first. But after a massive retcon that put this guy into Final Fantasy I, he is now the 7th of a long legacy of characters with the name Sid, spelled C-I-D. He's also still, to this day, the most awesome of that legacy. Alec, I'm sure you agree with that.
Agreed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was this one. Step out back, and there is totally a biplane. We could use this. Oh, by the way, I believe that Fort Condor battle that I was talking about previously just got missed. But we're actually about to miss a second one. Fort Condor timing. Oh yeah, Rufus is coming. Drill arm. I think this is a weapon upgrade for Barrett. It is a double growth, but it is also frontline. And I'm also losing 1 slot and the link. Personally, I think I'm going to stick with, at least for the time being, the Emmy launcher, just because, you know, I'm set for the fight with Carson Palmer. I apologize to any football fans out there who are fans of, I think he's in Arizona these days. But he walked out on this town and everybody here hates him now. Right. So now we can go ahead and check out in here, where we have a badass. Here, the captain was here. And this badass has one of the most amazing songs ever. I'm just gonna shut up for a couple seconds and let you listen to it while I talk to him.
I'll be perfectly honest.
That means you too. Shut up for the time being. His theme's done, so we can talk now. To be perfectly honest, what now?
Uh, when me and my brother, when he is, especially he or whenever I did, we always named the characters after ourselves and friends and things like that.
What
I
kid?
always picked Sid.
What kid playing this game wouldn't rename people like that? I mean, hell, I've done that before.
I of course got Sid.
Well,
Yeah.
you joined late enough at the very least. Because he is the final party member of the team. He said no. Also, Sid curses like a sailor. Like, worse than Barrett ever did. Get some tea, bitch!
He may not like you, but you are in his house with his permission, and thus you are a guest, and he's going to fucking take care of you.
And we have one of the most golden lines out of Sid. Sit your ass down in that chair and drink your goddamn tea!
Shut up. Y'all went off. Jump. Get off my back.
And now, flashback. Some of the dialogue here is kind of depressing in a sense, knowing what happens in the future. Now, like, since I can tell you're paying more attention to Batman, Shara was just talking about that oxygen tank.
Oh, yeah. Why the hell are those things so close to the freaking... And really, think about it. Why couldn't he have canceled the countdown early, let Shara finish her work, let Shara exit the engine room, let her exit the ship?
Because Carson Palmer comes up and basically says, we're not aborting for anything, or if we do, you're fucked.
Hey, Carson Palmer, what part of let's not kill anyone on this important nostalgic mission are you not getting?
We are talking about Shinra executive, to be fair. The worst part is that kind of just shut all of your arguments up, didn't it?
True.
See, they basically just said that they have to start it or this ain't happening. And if they cancel, it'll be another 6 months until they get another shot. During which time, of course, Shinra discovers their true calling. By the way, it's on autopilot right now, just so you know.
Pretty much.
Well, I'm saying as far as the dialogue goes, because... Timer.
Ow.
What?
Mooks ran me over there with their car.
No. And yeah, this is what happens. He aborts the launch at literally the last possible second.
I don't even know why this was ever a consideration. Literally, hit the stop button for like 5 seconds, let her finish her work, let her get back up. Okay, we are back on, ladies and gentlemen. Hitting the start button now.
Space exploration is weird like that.
Oh, Sid's an asshole, that's what.
How is Sid the asshole here? He's not the one who is...
He could have literally hit that stop button whenever he wanted, and he waited.
He's not mission control.
He's literally got the start button on this thing. Yes, they can pilot it remotely, but he can activate it inside the ship.
I think you missed my point. Yes, he could stop the ship at any time, but he couldn't control when the upper guys at Shinra said, okay, we're going to take another shot at this. Go figure, they never did. Hey, there's Carson Palmer.
And don't forget the lard. Who drinks lard in coffee?
Ugh. But yeah.
No, not coffee, but tea. I mean, either way. I mean, just,
but yeah, we just missed another Fort Condor battle. Fort Condor's timing is weird like that.
To be fair, only one of the battles truly matters, but...
Like I said, you can get some good stuff from it. I mean, you sat there and watched me get a Mega Elixir last time.
True.
But most of it, keyword most, is just high-end consumables that are otherwise kind of tricky to get a hold of, without a certain glitch that doesn't show up until the very end of the second disc. But meanwhile, you know, while Sid's yelling at Rufus, Carson Palmer is going for the straight-up 5-finger discount. I mean, granted, we're not that much better off right this second, but we can at least talk to Sid. The Shinra guys just don't care. Anyway, boss fight.
God, the reflexes this game expects of you.
His only attack is basically to use his gun to more or less cast level 2 spells on me. That is pretty much all he has going for him.
I mean, it is a Mako gun, which basically it's a gun loaded with liquid materia, so...
Pretty much.
I mean, you know, for, you know, who and what he is, I mean, it's not bad. It's... Considering he's a fat fuck with no redeeming qualities.
Basically.
Oh, screw that.
And now we get to watch the most random thing ever. Like, if you're not paying attention, you probably should. Because he ducks under a plane, decides he's going to run away, and gets hit by a truck. I don't know where that truck comes from. I don't know how it can get in here, considering we're fighting in a closed-off backyard. But goddammit, it's the funniest thing. And the Edenco. The Edenco is an amazing piece of armor. You'll see why next time I get access to the menu. If I have my way, I'll probably go on Aerith and not leave her until certain things.
I wonder if Palmer's sitting there looking at Reeve and just being like...
Reeve, you're an asshole. But in the meantime, Sid's going, "The fuck you doing with my fucking ship?"
Of course, I'm pretty sure at the moment he's also sitting there thinking, God
damn it, Cloud.
Also possibly, God damn it, Shinra.
Considering that, you know, Stormtrooper aim actually worked for once. That they hit their 1 in a million shot of actually getting a hit. That's what just happened. And we have Splashdown. This line is funny considering having children.
Let's see.
Glad to be aboard, numbskulls. Alright. So. We have a boat. This boat actually does ignore random encounters. We're also technically at what's going to ultimately be one of our next destinations, but I don't want to go there just yet. Because said next destination is optional and also kind of a pain in the ass. Like, you probably know exactly what I'm referring to here.
I thought you were going to do that anyway, but...
I'll be perfectly honest with you guys. We're going to Fort Condor. Although, actually, there's something I can do on the way to Fort Condor, now that I think about it. Basically, you know, we have our boat, so some stuff has just opened up to us. The North Continent, as you can see, is basically a frozen wasteland. So, naturally, we'll be going here for real later. But, for the moment... oh, by the way, Alec, you want to give me a party? I'll tell you right now, this party is going to that place, so Yuffie Band, give me a party.
let's let the new person stretch his legs.
I figured you were going to say that. But who's going to be going with them?
Let's let the two newbies stretch their legs.
So... Wait, you're making me take Vincent there?
And he'll make the final boss a little bit easier because he's actually one of the few who can hit it besides Cloud with his long-range materia.
No, I don't think he has flying restriction. I'm more worried about the fact that he'll be berserk during that.
Only if you hit Limit Break.
At any rate. The Edenco. 7 materia slots.
All normal growth and unlinked, but that's a lot of freaking materia.
I'll be perfectly honest. In the next real story dungeon, which she's going to be forced into, this is going on Aerith and probably not coming off for the vast majority of it.
Combine it with Fairy Tail for all the materia you'll ever need.
She won't have the fairy tale for long while we're there, though. Because the Princess Guard is there. But we are on the northern continent for a reason. We won't be here long, but we are here for a reason. First off, we can go shopping here. Diamond Bangles and Rune Armlets are here. And Diamond Bangles are basically a straight upgrade. I think I'll grab one for Cloud, but for monetary reasons that will become apparent once we get to them, I'm not going to burn all my money here. Oh, ethers are available in stores now, which is amazing, but they are expensive. So yeah, Diamond Bangle, basically a straight upgrade to the Gold Armlet. Which is fantastic, because Vincent's still packing silver. Not anymore. Barrett, relinquish your materia to Vincent, and Reeve, relinquish yours to Sid. That steel, I guess, can go on Cloud. But wait, what's the real reason we're in Bone Village? Surely the Diamond Bangle wasn't it. Admittedly, the Diamond Bangle's a pretty solid reason, but you're right, that's not the true reason. The true reason is on this screen. I need to wait for it to show up. But once it does show up, and I actually catch it, you guys do see that red sparkle floating around, right? At least... Yeah, I'm trying to catch that red sparkle. Which is a lot harder than it sounds. Got it. We have a new summon. Kajada. Kajada does ridiculous damage. The problem, it's fire, ice, and lightning. You're probably sitting here thinking, well, that doesn't sound so bad. If an enemy resists, nullifies, or worse, absorbs any of those three, guess what happens to all of Kajada's damage? So yeah, it's a little bit on the risky end to play around with. But I'll play with it for now. I don't anticipate getting into too many fights with this team, at least not while I can play with Kajada. But that was the real reason we came to Bone Village. We'll be back here later. I mean, you could probably tell that that was not the only screen of that forest. But that's all we need to do here for the time being. Let's hop in our boat and head back over to the Junin continent. There's Magar. Oh yeah, Tiny Bronco cannot go into deep water, which, as you can probably guess, is the dark stuff.
Limits somewhat how far and it can go in its usefulness, but overall,
It's pretty handy.
yeah.
Here's the Chocobo farm. I bet we would utterly destroy the Zolom at this point, just for the record. I mean, shit, last time around I took it with simple application of sadness. I love those statuses. Double-edged as they are amazing. But more to a relevant point, you see where I'm going already, so you know what's coming.
Indeed.
Don't feel too bad. I only have 3 more optional battles I need to hit, according to Absolute Steve's guide on Game FAQs. And then, of course, there is the one Alec keeps alluding to, which, to be straight up, that is a story-driven battle. Almost becoming an episodic tradition to beat the ever-loving crap out of Fort Condor the cheesy way. I'm gonna be kind of sad when we do the story-driven battle, because then Fort Condor will not be playable anymore.
Yeah.
But until said time occurs...
Since it needs an update, I figure I'll just go ahead and update Batman while we're doing this cheese.
Okay.
And apparently I'm going to be running around in a,
Battle over!
Yeah.
Yes, even the final battle of Fort Condor can be cheese like that. It is... well, it is quite fun. Now that's a lie right there. I got X potions just now.
Sweet.
Yeah. I believe the next battle will also give me more X potions while lying to me. And then the battle after that should give me what I really want. But that's all we need here for the moment. And I'm not even really hurt enough to bother with the inn here. So where is my boat? There's my boat. Jump in my boat. Now, should be a pass I can use somewhere around here to get back to the other continent. Obviously, it's not. Yes, right. Yep, here we are, back at the other continent, and exactly where I wanted to end up, too. This is actually our next story destination, but this is just a quickie little scene, and there's something else I can do here, too.
Apparently I've missed some downloads.
Okay. Anyway.
Wait a minute. Where's my...
Here's what I needed. If you remember when we went to that cave, and I ended up having to pick 10 random fights because I got there with just the absolute worst timing imaginable? This is what that was important for. Do I have spare mithril? Yes, I do. Now, I can either claim that big chest right down there in the lower corner, but that's a gold armlet. That's nothing really special, considering I can buy those at Rocket Town. This small box up here, on the other hand, as soon as the game lets me trigger it, is Great Gospel. You remember how I was talking about how Cosmo Memory is Red's ultimate limit manual? This is Aerith's. But the same rules apply with Aerith as they did for Red, meaning I have to get her remaining limit breaks. I will be perfectly honest with you, that is probably not going to happen because reasons. It would involve a lot of kill grinding on her, considering it's the white mage. She kind of has issues killing, aside from, like, summoning stuff. Anyway, my ultimate next destination is back to Gold Saucer. But we're not going to go there just yet. We're actually going to cut through this very convenient river that splits this continent basically in half, and head back over to the far west island, where I'm probably going to hate myself for the next 10 minutes or so. Probably longer. We're going to save, and we're actually going to save in an alternate save slot, because let's just say if I fuck this part up, we're going to be stuck here for a very long time. But since I haven't actually triggered the quest yet, twin saves. Now, you've probably noticed that most fights have been easy-ish so far, right? Well, if I start heading up this mountain, something happens. What is happening, you might be wondering. Why, Yuffie has shown up. She would be doing this even if she was with us, which is kind of why I banned her from the last party selection. Yes, Strife! Wutai!
Yeah, basically her punishment for doing this is she's basically banned from the party until we decide that she's earned the right to challenge the pagoda.
No, we're not going to be that strict, because I'm not going to try the pagoda at all until after I've got the high wind.
Fair enough.
Mainly because Trine is a limited enemy skill, and I can't get all enemy skill materials until I've got the high wind. But any random fights that would have Trine will be locked out to me by the point I get it. So the last place I can get Trine for any enemy skills that are missing is the final boss of the pagoda.
Holy crap, this DLC. I've missed a couple things, apparently.
Nothing to do with this one. Alright, so, this will be easy. We'll just apply ridiculous amounts of beta and Trine to these guys, and this will be over in a... oh... well,
Fortunately, Cloud's equipped with a decent weapon, so...
everybody here is. And this...
Vincent kind of has a sniper rifle.
No, actually, I'm pretty sure I've got him on the shotgun now. By the way, the problem here is, you know, these guys love putting me asleep. And the fact that I have no accuracy or no materia right now, is why I elected to forego the Fury. I actually kind of need my accuracy right now. The game actually really expects you to come here later. Like, Disc 2 later. So, that's why the alternate save, because this place is one of those you might get in over your head sort of deals. It is less than pleasant if, you know, that's what happens. I need to put Cloud in the front row, don't I? Okay, that's fine. We can just get my material. Oh, god damn it, she's gone. I agree with Vincent here. This is inexcusable.
Excuse.
Okay, so, yeah, she didn't just jack Cloud, Vincent, and Sid. She jacked everything! So, I have no materia right now. I must go chase the thief down. The thief is one of my party members. And if I had brought Yuffie here in my active party, I would have had to fight those attack squad goons with only 2 people. Thus, the answer to why she was banned from that last party selection. Even if that's essentially what happened, because Sid was sleeping for most of it.
I am downloading a bunch of stuff. This may take a minute. A lot of these are mostly skin packs. But, considering one of them for Arkham Knight, and this isn't really a spoiler, like I said, it's DLC, so I can spoil whatever the fuck I want. Is basically, the skin is the 1989 movie Batmobile pack. Basically, you get the suit from basically the first Batman movie, and I'm not talking about that, get me the Bat Shark repellent bullshit. No, not that nonsense. No, I'm talking about the original Michael Keaton. I think it's the Michael Keaton one, right? Was Michael Keaton the first one or the second one?
Shit, I don't remember. Yeah, the problem with this place is it is a little bit of a maze. Which kind of sucks when you have no materia. And I am running from every fight because, well...
Let's face it, without any of your materia... This is the part of the game where you realize just how fucking dependent you were on your materia.
Pretty much. I mean,
the
only way I will stay in a fight right now is if Vincent limits. Because I do believe Galleon Beast will still just destroy everything right now.
The only trade-off is that because now you have no materia, you have full health.
I do have full health.
But now you have no ability to heal without items.
This is also true.
So basically, you have a ton of health, but no way to replenish it if you just flat out screw up.
Well, luckily, Wutai itself has a bunch of higher-end consumables for sale. Pretty much because this exists. Oh, I might be about to die.
You should have used the tent after that last second.
I didn't think I was going to get blown up by jerks with lightning, okay? So that happened. This is what Wutai does to people.
To be fair, you get a lot of really good stuff once you actually complete it, and it's the only way to complete Yuffie's limit tree.
Well, to be fair, you can actually do the pagoda any time. If you try going to Wutai after you get the airship, then she just jacks you as soon as you step foot into the town. And if you don't try it until just 3, that just never happens, and you can still do the pagoda. So you can still get all creation.
Yeah, Disc 1 and 2, Yuffie's still kind of a bitch. Disc 3, she's grown up a little. And that's being incredibly kind. So yeah, sadness everyone, and save every couple of steps. Right?
Like I said, I was not expecting to just get, oh, you ran into guys with lightning. Get wrecked.
Yeah, my downloads are going to take a minute, so I'm just going to dedicate my time for the next couple minutes pretty much full time to actually commenting.
Even though right now we're just kind of doing retread because I got whacked because I was weak. Cookie to anybody in the audience who knows that reference.
Hang on, I'm going to go shut my door real quick. Just for this part, just considering that you pretty much lost all materia, you should swap over to the sword you got in Rocket Town.
Good point. The Yoshiyuki's stronger strength is totally worth it right now because I don't have materia to worry about materia slots with.
Now, to mention, if someone does fall and you need to fight your way out of it,
then I'm a little bit stronger in clawing myself out. You do raise a valid point.
I do try and think about these things.
My god, my co-commentator is actually helpful for once. It's the end of the world as we know it.
I have my moments.
At least you admit they're only moments.
Hey.
Hehehehe.
I'm not the load.
Never said you were. Okay, let's try that entire getting to the town thing again, shall we?
Yeah, this time, keep track of your health and tint.
Hey, I was doing okay health-wise. To be fair on that one, I was doing okay on health. It's just those guys.
Yeah,
those guys were dropping attacks that basically ripped off like a quarter of my health per hit. So cut me some slack on that one.
God. I wonder I wasn't able to change the skins of anything. I didn't have anything. I forgot to download it all. I'm retarded.
At least you acknowledge this. See, these are the things that wrecked me.
You know, if it was just me...
And this is the attack they wrecked me with.
Indeed. If it was me when it came to the Twitch chat system, if I could mod what it says when a message was deleted, I would write expletive deleted.
I was gonna say, you are a mod on my Twitch chat, you know that, right?
Well, if I could change that, I'd totally do that. Yeah, let me see what I can do. see what my
But basically, you can stab the spam bots to death for me. That is a hint.
I don't know, but you more or less have that under control.
That's because I have a Twitch chat window, you know, open, and I want into that cave over there. Holy shit, do I want into that cave over there? Alec, do you remember what's there?
Hang on, that's which cave? I can't remember.
It's the yellow cave. Is that enough of a hint for you?
Crap. It's been a while. I know it's not Knights of the Round, because that's...
No, it's not the red cave.
Yeah. Yeah, Knights of the Round is pretty much at the far end of everywhere. And it's even harder to get to. See, this one, all you need is like a...
Green.
Or black chocobo, yeah.
Green or black, yeah.
The other one, you straight up need gold, otherwise you ain't getting there.
Pretty much. But...
Mostly because gold's the only one that can swim.
I'm just gonna say it for you. It's mime. Straight up, it's mime.
Which, basically, if you just want to cheese friggin' what's his name,
Emerald weapon, ruby weapon, anything.
If you need it, you need mine. Which means, since it's the only one of its kind, means you need to not only get it, then master it. Yes, it's that much bullshit. But it's the best way to cheese pretty much anything you want.
So, we made it to the town without dying gruesomely this time around.
Mostly because, you know, we thought ahead and put sadness on everyone.
Alright, Alec, I'll let you pick. Do you think we have enough time to actually do Wutai right about now?
Well, it's 5 o'clock, so we would be pushing it.
We would be pushing it, yeah.
Let's save it for next time. So next time we're opening up with the town of Wutai and Yuffie's a bitch.
Alright, sounds good. Let's try to start a little bit earlier than like 3:30 next time to compensate, okay?
Fair enough.
So, I'll do it for tonight then. Sorry it was short, but hey, we've got our last party member. We've had our materia stolen. We crossed Mount Nabel with no trouble.
And we got an entire freaking mission ahead of us. Granted, it's a completely optional side mission, but we get some cool stuff from here once we actually beat the place.
It's not really a side mission now that we're halfway into it, and, you know, all my materia's been swiped. Thanks, Yuffie.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I love her as a character and a person and all that, but yeah, that is one of the world's biggest dick moves.
It really kind of is. Well, I guess until next time, I'm Wave Leitner.
And I'm the Karasaki.
And go ahead and throw your random quote out there like you always do.
My random quote of the evening is, I'm Batman.
Hey, it's sufficient. Well, until next time.
Night, guys.